Sugar. It's the devil's powder. At least that's what some believe, including a growing list of health experts, anyone who's watched that film where an Aussie guy got super fat, and now a Liberal MP. Speaking in Parliament last week, Victorian MP Russell Broadbent renewed calls for a sugar tax.
I'd like to see a sugar tax, and in introducing that sugar tax, we take on childhood obesity.
Mr Broadbent wants money from a sugar tax to go towards sporting infrastructure across the country. You know, getting kids off the couch and out into the sun, scraping knees and sustaining mild concussions like when he was a boy. And a recent study shows his concerns may be legitimate, in New South Wales at least. The state government report shows that about 1 in 5 New South Wales children are overweight or obese, and sugar is largely to blame, with only 5% of kids eating enough veggies. Instead, they're getting more than a third of their daily energy from junk food and drinks. On top of that, more than 70% aren't getting enough exercise. Overall, the proportion of overweight Australian children has doubled since the 1980s. But who is to blame? Well, a report released last week shows that the sugar industry has been very sneaky, and they may have paid off scientists over decades to play down just how bad sugar is, with that research informing many of today's dietary requirements. So sneaky. But should the government intervene? One senator says no.
Once they put a tax on sugar, then they'll be putting a tax on potato chips, and then they'll be putting a tax on beer and wine, and before long there'll be nothing enjoyable to eat.
As terrifying as that extremely unlikely future sounds, Mr Small Government does make some good points.
Is it the government's problem if kids are getting fat? I mean, fundamentally parents are responsible for their kids. But if the taxes don't work, we're going to make it illegal to eat too much sugar. You know, perhaps we should have a law that says you can have 2 spoonfuls of sugar a day, but not 3. You know, how far do we go?
But others believe the government can and should play a role. Earlier this year, the Greens called for a 20% tax on soft drinks. And countries around the world, including the UK and Mexico, have taken the sugar tax plunge. It's an idea that was quickly shut down this morning by our acting PM, Barnaby Joyce.
We do not support a sugar tax. I'm always reticent to believe that a tax is a cure for anything. I think a tax is generally going to be a last resort.
Look, it took a while for our government to decide to tax another addictive substance backed by a powerful industry, tobacco. But now they can't get enough of it. They love taxing it. We know how bad sugar is. Is this just a matter of time?